Hi, everyone, and welcome to Ascension 101. I'm April Beam. I want to tell you my version of what I think Ascension is. Your entire life is shaken like a snow globe, and no stone is left unturned. Everything changes in your life. Everything. So, your housing, your relationships, your finances, your job, your career, your education, your religion, your belief system, your values, all your relationships, including those with your pets, your neighbors, your family, your friends, your boss, your coworkers. And then you have physical, mental, emotional symptoms of every possible kind of emotions and symptoms, physical and emotional, mental symptoms. You name it, it's there. If you would like to see a doctor, please do so. My personal experience was that, and by the way, I'm not giving any medical advice in this webinar. These are all just my personal opinions of what's happening. I went to the emergency room 3 times about my heart palpitations back in 2020. 2 different hospitals, 3 different times, and each time I was told there was nothing wrong. And finally, I saw a cardiologist in 2021, and he said I was having a panic attack. So I was not having a panic attack. I'm very well acquainted with those, and it was not a panic attack. My heart was pounding out of my chest, palpitating like crazy. It was like there was a rocket in my heart space, and it was quite frightening. I thought I was dying. I thought I was having a heart attack. But it turns out I was just ascending. So ascension symptoms can be quite scary. And if you would like to go get checked out, then by all means do so. But for me personally, I know what is a problem and what is not. Most of the time, I certainly have my moments where I'm like, oh, maybe I should get this checked out. But yeah, your entire life it's like a puzzle piece, and you throw the puzzle in the air and then it lands and you get to figure out how to put your life back together, or really how your soul is going to do that. One of the ways you can listen to your soul is by going out into nature, meditation. I love meditation. Meditation mitigates your physical and emotional, mental ascension symptoms. Everything's a little easier. Takes the edge off because meditation raises your vibrational frequency, and therefore you can sort of roll with it a little bit easier. So I highly recommend that. Prayer and just sitting quietly, being contemplative, playing with your pets if you have them, doing what makes you happy, playing and laughing, listening to music, staring at a candle. All of these are great ways to just tune in and listen to your soul, because your soul is what is waking you up. Your soul is what is guiding you. You're waking up to your own soul path. So other ways that your soul talks to you is, like I said, nature, meditation, yoga, exercise, feelings, energetic, feeling happy, energized, synchronicities, other people, angel numbers. Angel numbers are like 111, 333, 222, or 1010, or 1212. All those things can be part of it. Your heart may have palpitations, swelling, emotional, pounding, flip-flop, expansive. You'll have other physical symptoms, nausea, exhaustion, headaches, dizziness, you name it. I have had, I think, a million of them. Intuition let me take that off. Underneath my face, it says promptings and downloads, intuitive downloads. And then emotional symptoms. And of course, if you have a pet, play with your pet. Your pet's very intuitive. So your soul talks to you through all of these ways. And it's leading you toward your own personal ascension. And that is what the ascension journey is about. It is personal. It's global. It's happening to millions and millions of people on the planet. Not happening to everyone, because not everyone has the soul contract to go through ascension. That's why you can be like miserable, not sleeping, feeling sick and unable to make plans, and yet other people are like zippity doo dah, like nothing's bothering them, everything's great in their life, they've had no financial crisis, there's been no death in their family, no divorce, no changes in their home, everything's great with them, everything's great. And you're like, what the heck, aren't they on the same planet? They're not going through ascension. That's not part of their soul contract. So your soul contract is to go through ascension. And so I put together a bunch of things here. You can do a screenshot of this, but I just sort of emptied my head, my mind, of all the different things that were happening. And I did see a connection between 1968 and 2024. Because here we are in the fifth dimension right now, as of July 2024, at the time of this recording. Most of us are in the fifth dimension and we're not aware of it. I am aware that I am in fifth dimension. I have not gone to the new earth yet. I am aware that I am living in a 3D matrix. However, I have not watched that movie, The Matrix, so I don't know what it means to take the red pill, but I understand that's a good thing to do. But one of the things I did notice, some kind of a synchronicity or a clue from the universe or from my soul whispering to me, is the song The Age of Aquarius, sung by the group The Fifth Dimension. Now, this song came out originally in 1967 in the Broadway musical called Hair. Hair, like hair. The Broadway musical Hair in 1967 featured that song Aquarius and Let the Sun Shine In. But then it was released in 1968 by the group The Fifth Dimension. The Age of Aquarius is the name of the album. So it's called Aquarius, Let the Sun Shine In. So here we are having all these solar flares letting the sun shine in while we're currently just now finally in the fifth dimension, and we are at the precipice of the dawning of the Age of Aquarius, which I believe happens on August 8th, 2024. And I'll show you why. But I just want to mention one more thing about 1968. President Johnson, Lyndon Baines Johnson, remember him? He was the vice president when Kennedy was shot. And so when Kennedy died, LBJ became the president of the country back in 1963. He ran and was elected in 1964 to the office of president. But on March 31st, 1968, he dropped out of the presidential re-election. Now, what just happened with Joe Biden? Joe Biden also just dropped out of the presidential re-election in July of 2024. That has not happened since March of 1968. I'm seeing some kind of a connection here, and maybe I'm a little slow. I don't completely have it. Maybe y'all can tell me. But the fifth dimension, the Age of Aquarius, we're in 5D, we're in the fifth dimension. We are on the precipice of the dawning of the Age of Aquarius, which is what I believe Ascension is all about. It's all about unity consciousness, expansion of consciousness, and being in love, living in a state of love. But it is also our personal soul's journey to awakening and becoming alive and aware and conscious of our best and highest life, our best and highest way of living our life, and no longer being in a 3D matrix and ascending onto a new earth. The planet is also going through ascension. So Mother Earth is also going through ascension. And I understand it is just days away that the new Earth is splitting off of old Earth. And those of us that are ready will be moving on to new Earth completely, 100%. I have visited on the fifth dimension a few times now, and including today and at this very moment. And it's one of the ways I was able to make this flow chart, because I just was wanting so much to know what is happening. And I did a lot of meditating and made a lot of flow charts and had a lot of fun doing it. And when you do things that make you happy, you raise your vibration. So do what makes you happy. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody, do what makes you happy. So, and the reason I think the dawning of Aquarius is happening on August 8th is because that is, and I'll go over that later, that is the beginning of Lionsgate. Lionsgate is when our sun and the Syrian sun, are conjunct with our Earth. So it's a celestial conjunction. Maybe that's the best way to put it. 8/8 happens every year. It's not just it's not just August 8th happens every year, and Lionsgate happens every year. But this year is special because of the timing, and here's why. So I literally played the song. I read and listened to the lyrics. I should have put a screenshot of them. I'm sorry. So it says, when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will rule the planet and love will steer the stars. So here is this chart. I don't know how to make my little face. How do I make my face smaller? I don't know how to do that, and I'm already recording. So just bear with me here. Gosh, can I fix this? Let's see. Slide view? No. Presenter view? We're already recording. Okay. Well, you can see it. So here's the moon in the 7th house of Libra. Libra is the 7th house. And I'm getting chills and emotional just describing this to you. It is trine Jupiter aligned with Mars in Gemini on 8 August 2024, approximately 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Washington, D.C. I did that because I'm from back east. But there's a positive trine. So here's Jupiter, the planet of good luck, good fortune, giver of gifts, winning the lottery, Santa Claus, Christmas morning, and Mars, which is action, aggression, ambition, war. Jupiter is also expansion. These things are being trined, which is a positive, favorable aspect, with the moon, which is our emotions, in a fair and balanced justice sign of justice, Libra. So justice is coming for the action and expansion in communication of our highest consciousness, our highest good for the planet, because Pluto is at 0 degrees of Aquarius. Aquarius is we the people, power to the people. And after its retrograde back to, I believe it's 28, 29 degrees of Capricorn between September and November of 2024, on November 19th, 2024, Pluto will be back to 0 degrees of Aquarius. And it will stay in Aquarius for the next 20 years, till 2044. That includes some retrogrades. Pluto goes retrograde once a year, as do all of the major planets. So the next 20 years we will have Pluto in Aquarius after November 19th, 2024. So this is, in my opinion, the beginning of the age of Aquarius. So this is exciting. Like, I figured this out and I actually cried. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I remember 1968. I was a 12-year-old kid. My brother was a teenager. He was a hippie. He had long hair. He wore peace beads. He smoked a funny cigarette when my parents weren't home. And it smelled weird. I didn't know what it was, but I was only 12. What do I know? We had not landed on the moon yet. Um, we still had rotary landline telephones. Uh, good times, you guys. Um, yeah, this is exciting to be alive at this time on Earth, at the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It's just so exciting. It's just a whole new consciousness for everyone on the planet and those of us ascending to New Earth. Very excited about this. Um, so as a light worker, and light warrior, I think that it's important that we stay hydrated. I'm not giving medical advice, but I strongly advise that you learn how to do proper hydration. A few years ago, 3.5 years ago, I was sick and learned a lesson, hard lesson learned about hydration. It's important to add salt to your water, either through a hydration solution, which can be expensive, or you can just make your own. It just includes some salt. So table salt, Celtic salt, sea salt. We are mostly made up of salt, so it's important that we stay super hydrated and then eat super clean, hydrated food, super clean, high nutrition food. Grow your food yourself. Don't eat processed food. Stay organic, non-GMO. Be as gluten-free as possible if that is what is right for your body. Muscle test to see what your body wants to eat and drink, and see what supplements your body wants by muscle testing. You can do that with the sway test, or make a circle with your fingers together and you try to pull them apart. If they go apart, then it's a no. If they stay together, it's a yes. The sway test is pretty much the same way. You stand still, and if you are supposed to take this particular food, drink, vitamin, whatever it is, your body will sway forward. If not, your body will sway backwards. And then there's the arm testing, but you need another person to do that. That's why this muscle sway and this. Another thing you can do is take the item, the food, the beverage, the supplement, whatever it is, place it on your sternum, just underneath your heart, or just above your belly button. Place it there, and if it's good for you, then your body will sway forward. If it's bad, it will be backward. So I do that every single day with everything I eat and drink, every supplement I take. Let's see, what else? Stay away from the news. I'm sure you've heard that. Stay away from the news. They're just trying to manipulate us, so just stay away. But do stay informed about solar weather. Learn about solar and geomagnetic weather by following certain people on YouTube. There are several that I would recommend. I did not make that list. I guess I could include that in the show notes. It's important to download the Space Weather Live app. So Space Weather Live app, find that in your app store. Also find the app for the Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of the Earth. It's important to stay tuned to what is happening in the solar weather and also what is happening with the heartbeat of the Earth. Those are both found in your app store. And then go to Space Weather Prediction Center, swpc.noaa.gov. And you can see even more expanded information about the solar weather. And like I said, there's many people on YouTube that I watch daily that talk about all of these things. Really important to stay informed and to educate yourself. Also super important, and it helps to mitigate your ascension symptoms, to meditate. Meditation puts you in touch with your soul, with your spirit, with your higher self, your inner guidance, and as within, so without. So if your life is chaos, your inner life is chaos. And if your inner life is chaos, your outer life is chaos. If you want peace, then you have to find it within first. In order to have peace around you, you have to be peaceful inside. So you can stare at a candle, you can put on music, you can put on earbuds and wear a fancy yoga outfit or whatever. For me, I just sit quietly on my bed and I close my eyes and I breathe and I just listen to my guidance. And next thing I know, 30 minutes has gone by or an hour has gone by, depending on how well it's going. So I highly recommend that. I never thought I would be like a meditation guru, but I love meditation. It has been my lifesaver through the Ascension process. Also, your feelings. This is a wheel of emotions. Keep your emotions in check. Stay in a state of love or above. So love, serenity, joy, and ecstasy. Stay as close to love as you possibly can. The other options are lower frequency, lower vibration, and the lower your vibration is, the more crap you'll get in your life, frankly. So the higher your vibration, the better your life will go. So I highly recommend that. And all of this is to lead to your own spiritual enlightenment. Spiritual enlightenment is an expansion of your consciousness, your way of living. Spending time alone in nature is good for the soul and helps awaken your consciousness. It's important to have plenty of solitude so that you can go deep within to explore and expand your consciousness. And then something I do every day is inhale love, exhale gratitude. And there are many guided and visual meditations on my YouTube channel. BeckonAngels.com is where you can find it, and other services that I offer. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope this has brought you some information that helps you with your life and that you enjoyed this. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and send me some positive feedback to keep me going. Thanks so much for watching. You can always get in touch with me at aprilbeam.com or beckonangels.com. Bye for now.